Hello everyone, in today's chess video we'll be talking about some basic tips to overcome the fear of losing in chess. So today's video is sponsored by chess.com. You can join by clicking the link in the description. So first of all, we all play and we all have the fear of losing in chess. So it might be whenever you're playing online or over the board, and some tournaments, though playing some tournaments over the board are highly rewarding but as well as stressful. So today I have learned few things and I like to be discussing it with you from my personal experience to how to overcome your fear of losing. So first of all, the number one thing I is preparation. So prepare before your game. So preparation in chess can be extremely important tool. That being said, unless you are a very high level chess player and opening really don't matter to you, but you should always have some degree you should know the chess openings. So going into the game, I was often afraid of being blown by the board, and as I am personally a 1500 level player, uh, I do have the some fear of losing and the fear of blundering. So the amount of time this happened to me is almost zero, but I always m- go into the tournament before and I just prepare myself how I am gonna handle the game. So that being said, having a opening that's familiar can help you ease the anxiety. It's for not the most important part of your training, but the psychological benefit of feeling prepared can be important as preparing itself. First point was to prepare yourself and prepare up for yourself for upcoming tournament. So the second part is fear is not the enemy and fear is not totally bad. So fear exists for a reason. It's the body's warning system keeping us alert and ready to face anything that could come up our way. So up to a certain point, anxiety can help with performance. So nervous energy can be powerful and turn into focus. So nerves aren't inherently bad, but it's important to keep them under control, and you should always make sure, and you should always know that fear is not the enemy, and uh, and it helps you prepare for the upcoming event. So the third point is, I think, is motivation, and you have to motivate yourself instead of disintegration. So one of the hardest parts about tournament is losing and then having to immediately turn around and play your next round. So anxiety after a game can manifest itself into several ways. So whenever after you lose a game and you look at the analysis, then you look, oh, if I could have make this move. So so this not only applies for after game but during them as well. Nothing feels worse than anxiety of making a bad move or messing up a tactic. It's important to keep your cool because in this situation, fear of losing can only work against you. So now we are on to the next point, which is question your brain. A more concrete tool to help defeat fear of losing is you question your brain. Whenever you're telling yourself something, it's important to determine whether it's a legitimate concern or just an anxious thought. So sometimes brain tells you that you're going to lose all of your games and everyone will have the right. And you shouldn't be competing at this level, but you should always try being, and you should always try to break your comfort zone. So if you don't work, everything you have worked for will be wasted, and you will be putting all the same energy will be wasted. So as may seem corny, but don't log it until you try it and try your best. So another point I like to share is with you is you can just simply make a playlist or to overcome your anxieties. You should some put some playlist or music so you can just hear it in your stressful times. So you should keep your mind relaxed as much as possible, and your brain will subconsciously associate those songs with good times. So these were some of my tips, and wrapping it up, there is a reason chess can be incredibly stressful. Unlike some other sports, you can play a perfect game, but one blunder decides the whole result. So it's also an individual activity. So you are not the only one for. So you are the only one responsible for how your tournament goes. So fear of losing can be exceptionally insidious, playing on doubts and turning into something you have into something you dread. So there are many ways to minimize your fear, and so and you should always be maintain your goal, and you can just solve some puzzle to improve your games, and just keep trying to push yourself further and try to improve your game. So that being said, that is one of my 5 to 6 tips to maintain your uh, goal and giving over the fear of losing in chess. I hope you like the video, and make sure to like and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you next video.